Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Man the Maker. Welcome to Tales of Maj'Eyal. We are back. Played this game quite a bit in the past. Consistently get my ass kicked. I've never actually gotten to the east, which is like the second area. Gotten close a few times. Once on the channel with my archer, the last one I did. Got very close, and I'm getting my butt kicked. And I've been thinking about the game again. I wanted to get back into it, and so here we are. I did actually also go ahead and purchase the game, finally. I figured I've got enough joy out of it. I'm in a slightly better financial situation. It's cheap. Got all the expansions. Yeah, with that in mind, I was like, hey, let's go ahead and start it. Last time we did the Archer. Did very well. I thought about playing some of the new classes, but honestly, I haven't played in quite some time, so I'm a little bit intimidated by doing that. So instead, we're going to do something somewhat a little bit similar to what we did last time. I've really grown to appreciate the strength of the range classes. So let's go ahead and just jump in. I just started this is actually my second time trying to record this. The first time, I died very fast. Second episode, and I said, I don't want to do that. Let's try and make it further than that. If it happens again, I'll show you. I'll show you my stupid death. Opened up a chest I shouldn't have. I will say a little bit about the game in general. It is a roguelike, top-down, fairly basic graphics, lots of depth, lots of fun, dungeon crawling, role-playing game. It's great. It's fun. I really, really like it. We're gonna name ourselves Asla after my cousin, because last time I tried to name a character in Star Traders Frontiers, I misspelled her name. And I feel bad about that. So we're going to try this again. We're back. We're going to see what we can do about that. And this time, we did the Archer before. Maybe with something a little bit similar. We're going to go with the Skirmisher. We're going to check the Skirmisher out. Bonus dexterity, willpower, cunning. They use shields, and they use slings. I think they're quite strong, which is part of the reason I'm going to try that instead of doing some of these newer classes, because I don't actually know how strong they are. And then the question also is, who should we start with? I was considering the Halfling. They have the stats that kind of follow in line with what we want, right? Dexterity and willpower. And I think we will do that. So we'll be Asla. Let's go ahead and just jump into the game. We already have a character named this. Yes, this is the one that died. And here we are. We are in the first part of the game. We have to distribute our points. Halflings don't start, or maybe the Skirmishers don't start with any bonus stat points. We got 2 class points to distribute right away. This is kind of our class skills. And generic skills, which you get, I think, also based on your class, right? Not everyone gets mobility, or I think everyone does get survival. We've got 1 point to go here. We're going to put that one right into our armor training, right? This just basically gives you a bit more defense, makes you take a little bit less damage, make you harder to hit. The value point is very, very useful, right? After that, I don't really know how I feel about putting many points into it, but the value point is fantastic. We also start here with Disengage. This lets you just do what it says. You jump back from your opponents. If you can't tell, I'm not going to give the deepest introduction into the game. I mean, if you've played role-playing games, top-down roguelikes, you'll kind of have an idea of what to expect. But yeah, just going to throw it out there. Some of my other videos for the game go much further into detail, particularly the first one, so you can always look into that. I believe that was the Rogue. Anyways, Disengage lets you move away from your opponents, and you move a bit faster as well. So that's very nice to have. We start with Buckler Training. This just gives you a chance to just deflect attacks with your shield. I don't know about putting points into it. It's like you get 4% extra chance to deflect an attack. Only melee as well. Only melee. And then from there, just 4%. It seems pretty weak to me. We also start with Sling Supremacy. This just basically lets you do more damage with your slings, which is our weapon type that we will be using. Increases reload rate by 1, which is quite nice. We're going to want to get that pretty soon, so we reload a little bit faster. Kneecapper stops your opponents for 1 turn, pins them, and slows their movement afterwards. Very, very useful. Probably going to put more points into that. We also want to get breathing room. Just gives you free stamina regeneration. But we don't have very high willpower, and we probably won't have very high willpower. So it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough. 1 point we can get. Oh, we don't have it. And we don't really need it right away. But eventually, it'll be quite useful, I think. I think we will be using a lot of stamina. But to that end, I mean, we're going to put more points in kneecap, because I think kneecap is quite good. These two things down here, and scoundrel, we can't actually use yet. You have to use category points to unlock these things, as well as more inscriptions, which we'll get into in just a moment. I think we will put 4%. I mean, you can bring it up to potentially, what, 25% chance to just ignore melee attack? It's okay. We'll do it. Put a point into that as well. And that's our start. Can't do much more than that. And here's the game. As I said, it's this top-down look. And we're going to run around and kill a bunch of weak enemies, right? If you just click on them, you do your melee attack. We do have our kneecapper here, but these initial enemies are so weak that it's not that necessary. There's also a nice auto attack, auto exploration. You just press Z and they just explore. It's very nice when you're in places where you feel pretty safe, which, you know, I do right now. So I'm not going to worry about it. When you get into some dungeons that are scary, you know, then you want to manually explore, but these enemies are all super, super weak. Quite a lot of them, though. Quite a lot of them. Put a block up. Oop. Oop. Yeah, you see, I mean, we can just stand toe-to-toe with these guys and not even worry about it. I'm actually out of things here. We can run away. Boop. Boop. Right, we only have 17 shots. So when I used all 17, we were just trying to punch them in the face. Not very effective. I will showcase the kneecapper. Ta-da! He could move for 1 turn. Now he can, but see how he didn't move? It's because he's got slowed movement. So even though he can move, the game counts. If it's like 30% slower of a turn, every 3 turns he's going to move 1 less. It's quite useful. Kneecap you. Let you slowly approach me, and that's fine. We'll just go ahead. I'm not going to worry about kneecapping the wolves. They're just going to die. I will kneecap you. And you'll die. Took a little bit longer to kill that one. It's okay. Kneecap. And the kneecap also does more damage, technically, so not bad to do it. And then we can just take you down. Take you down. I do love killing the... oh, wrong guy. I love killing the animals here. My boss is a vegetarian. He probably wouldn't be too pleased about that, but he doesn't watch these videos, so thank God. I talk so much crap about my job here. No, that's not true. There's an absolutely giant troll somewhere nearby. Very interesting. And that's the first zone. Done. Let's go ahead. Change level. We can now see the loot that we picked up. Picked up a supercharged elm totem of thorny skin. Gives a lot more armor hardiness, which is... we can just count it as armor, basically, for our purposes right now. I kind of forget the exact numbers of what it does, but it does help, especially when you have like having tons and tons of armor, but very low armor hardiness is not going to help you out very much. And yeah, increases armor by 20. It's a thing that we can use. We click on it. It's got a cooldown 25 turns. 7 turns that you're much harder to hurt. Not bad. Polar rough gloves of dexterity. Melee damage. So if you punch people. Also dexterity. A little bit of cold damage, change in cold resistance, and accuracy, which is quite nice. Also, we don't have any gloves, so it's just all up from there. And a mighty rough leather sling. So this one gives +1 strength, 6 physical power, which these do not do. As well as... oh no, that's looking at the wrong thing. This is where I want to look. Also gives you +6 firing range, so does this. Yeah, everything else is the same. It just gives physical power and some stats. Well, of course we'll use that. And these we cannot use, so if we just leave it here, our chest of transmogrification will take care of that. And let's just carry on. There's apparently an enemy nearby that's preventing me from auto-exploring. This will maybe be a little bit tougher, but not really. And we've leveled up. Let's take care of that. We got our points. I think we want to do the one here. I'm just going to take care of it now. We're not really using it that much, but it's just... You know what? Actually, that's a bit silly. We barely use any stamina, so why go for that? What I really want is to get this to 24. So I can get more Sling Supremacy. Kneecapper... I think we will also boost up. It lowers their movement by an extra turn, which is really quite nice. Slight damage increase, but it's the movement that I care about. Not sure if I'm going to go up higher than this, though. We also gain a generic point. I like getting a second one of these because it gives you an extra 2 spaces that you can jump back, which I find quite appealing. So there we go. We do need to, as a slinger, boosting up our cunning and dexterity are the top priorities. Willpower is okay. We'll put some points into it just so we can get breathing room. Potentially up to level 3 at some point because you can gain life regen from that, which I do like. We'll accept those changes. And go and kill some rats and some wolves. Killing rats. Just like EverQuest in the old days. Back when I could spend my life playing video games. Now, I know I have a video game channel, but I assure you, it's quite different. I skipped my 8th grade graduation, which who cares? It's just going from one school to the other in my district. My parents didn't even go, or were not even invited. But I stayed home to play EverQuest. Also, the first time I cut class, which was, I think, in 8th grade, was for EverQuest. I skipped French class with Madame Obi, who my sister loved, and I hated. I skipped French class, and for some reason, God, what was it? My father took it upon himself. I think I had been having some trouble in the class, and he called her that day. I need to get, I'm out of ammo. He called her that day. Of course he did. She's like, oh, something. It wasn't related to me even being there, but she mentioned, like, oh, is Daniel okay? He wasn't in class today. And my father was like, what do you mean he wasn't in class today? Yeah, I got in some shit for that. We'll put the cap on, just 1 armor, but whatever. It's a thing, I guess. Ooh, an escort quest. Evelyn the Lost Warrior, please help me. I'm afraid I lost myself in this place. I know there's a recall portal left around here by a friend, but I fought too many battles and I fear I will not make it. Would you help me? Don't know what that accent is. Kind of Irish, but bad and just wrong. So here we got an escort quest. We got to keep this guy alive until we can find... I don't want to inspect you. Until we can find the portal. Far away to the east. Now they are dumb and they will die so much. I have killed so many. If I can get them there. Crap, where are you going, man? See what I'm saying? If I can get him there, I get to choose some reward. Run away from the mouse. You're a warrior. You're embarrassing yourself. Still somewhere over here. Looks like you want to go down here. And I have lost you completely. So he's probably going to die somewhere. Oh, no, he actually made it. So what can we do? We can learn Vitality level 1. Recover faster from poisons, disease, and wounds, reducing the duration of all such effects by 14%. And if your life falls below 50%, you heal for a base 13.1 health, plus 0.8% of your maximum life for 8 turns. I really, really, really like it. Technique conditioning allows training of the talent category. I don't think we're going to go for that. Unflinching resolve. Quickly recover from effects that would disable you. We have a small chance to recover from a single stun effect. Level 2 you may also... Yeah, but are we going to be able to really boost that up? Poisons, diseases, and wounds, reducing the duration by 14% plus the heal. I do like just having kind of a nice emergency heal. Though I'm a huge fan of Unflinching Resolve. If I could put points into it. So don't care about strength, don't care about constitution. Let's get Vitality. So congratulations, we have picked up Vitality. Does it actually show up here? Does not. But now if we get hurt, we will recover a little bit, which is really nice. We're going to approaching the boss somewhat soon. And I was able to handily dispatch him most games that I've played. I feel like I'm really doing... Most games I've played, yeah, there he is. So we can stop you. He's off balance as well, and pinned. I'm going to use this. I actually didn't go into this. This is the halfling bonus, right? You start with this. 20% critical chance rate. 5 turns. Easy. We can see he's quite slow. And now we can go into his face. Now we can disengage, but I won't unless I need to. Though, I mean, honestly at this point, I can disengage and I can cap your knees. And then proceed to beat you down. And kill you. Boom, 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 boom. Level 4. And level 5, just like that. We got Bill's Tree Trunk, an Underring Scalpel, Cloud Caller. Interesting. Lots of items there. We'll take a look at them in a moment. We'll probably just wait until we're out of here. Treasure to the east, but beware, death probably awaits there. Now I know to the east is a big scary troll, and the game tells you should be careful going there. But and actually I've read that you should come back here later. But I think maybe once or twice I've had a problem with that. So, and I've played the game probably like 10 times. 10 runs. So I really don't know if it's something like I'm just going to go for it. Let's go ahead and change the level. Take a look at our loot. We've got Cloud Caller, head armor, unique, gives lots of resistances, which I love, and you can even call lightning on people. Yeah. It's not as good as what I got last time. I got the unique shield, which is fantastic. So that's a bit sad. Here we've got the same thing. Armor. It's actually not as strong, but you can use it more often. I think I'm going to use the stronger one that you use less. And all the rest of this stuff is useless to us. So not going to worry about that. Yeah. Can't use it. Pretty bad drops actually compared to last time. And we can level up. Level up a lot. Killing that guy just boosts you up like crazy. So we know we can get you up to there. And we need cunning to 20. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm also going to get this because there's a couple things I want. We want all the new ones. Bash and Smash is fantastic. In melee range, you do 151% damage with your shield, knocking them back 2 squares. And then 226 damage with a sling attack. So knockback and just crazy amounts of damage. It's so good. So good. Swift Shot is just basically a attack that does double the speed of your normal attacks. So we're definitely going to get 1 point to there. Kill Shot is basically at long range you deal a bunch more damage. Close range you do less. But at long range, you do a lot. And it can bypass enemies between you and your target. So you can use this to snipe magic users who are hiding behind, some ogre or something. Which is really, really good because magic users are freaking... They're the deadliest, man. They really, really scare me. We're definitely going to get the kill shot. And we're going to get the 1 point in here to get that stamina regeneration. And just like that, that's all of that stuff. It's all of our class points. We got 2 generic points. Evasion gives you a 19% chance to evade melee and range attacks and increases defense. It's active for how long? 4 turns? I like it. I like the value point because it doesn't take up any time, right? You can see usage speed is instant. So click it, it turns on, they don't get to move, and it's just kind of like, okay, now you got almost a 20% chance to evade. Just like that. So it's really quite nice, I think. The other point... Going up this tree is something we're going to do at some point because track is amazing. Just lets you sense people no matter what. But then again, I do like the combat accuracy. So I think we're going to get that now. Just, you can guess, just makes you more accurate. This one is okay. Helps you see people in your line of sight. even in the dark. Increases stealth and invisibility detection as well, which I never really cared that much about, so it's not too concerned with that. And then, you know, I think probably just going to put more points in dexterity. More points into that? Yeah, let's put it in. Let's put it into the cunning here. A little bit more crit chance, you know, it's always nice. And we've got all the things that we want. I do want Sling Supremacy up one more, but it's going to wait. It's going to have to wait, I think. I do like the extra damager, and the reload rate is super good. Actually, bloop, bloop. The reload rate is just fantastic. Just fantastic. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll hold off on this. And let's go ahead, accept our changes. No, I still have points. Yeah, there we go. And we'll put another one into that. I think is a good idea. We really want to be able to just get bash and smash up. Also, if you get to level 5, you do 2 bashes with your shield. Not bad. We're not going to do crazy amounts of... Like, shields don't do huge amounts of damage inherently, but hey, why not? Alright, well, let's go ahead and back out. Oh, there's actually an enemy here. And through here lies a boss. But that's going to be next time. We are out of time here. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you guys are excited that I'm doing another Tales of Maj'Eyal game. I'm excited. I freaking love this game. And I'm really happy to be back in it. Hopefully I don't die as quickly as I did in my quote-unquote test run. But we'll see. We will have to just go ahead and see about that. If you guys liked the episode, if you liked that I'm doing Tales of Maj'Eyal again, give me a like. They do count. They do factor into the frequency in which I play games. If you don't, you know, give a dislike. It's what it's there for. No harm, no foul. If that's how you feel, go for it. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see here, I would love your subscriptions. They go a long way towards helping out the channel. We are growing, and I appreciate all the help that everyone's done. And would appreciate yours as well. Lots of content coming out all the time. At least 2 episodes a day for 2 different games at a minimum. And yeah, you should stick around for that if you're at all interested. And yeah, also put down in the comments tips, things I'm doing wrong, things I'm doing right. Am I overvaluing something? Am I undervaluing something? Talents? Should I do different builds? I mean, I do pre-record often a week, so if we get to episode 7 and you're commenting on episode 1, then, you know, obviously I'm not going to really be able to take that into effect for this game. But I will play again, so anything you say will factor in. That is how I learned how to change this hotkey hotbar setup. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the episode and that you stick around for more. Until next time, my name is Man the Maker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.